everyone, welcome to Baba Urban Farming Workshop. I'm Jess from Baba. Do you realize that today the background is a little bit different with the normal time? Yeah, because now I'm stuck in the Taman Negara Pahang due to the main road were flooded too. So now I am live in Taman Negara Pahang. So you could see the light. That area is Taman Negara. Yeah, so later
Yeah,
on you might hear some boat sound, cricket or brook sound, frog sounds. So, but don't
but
worry,
luckily
I'm
still,
safe here.
but luckily still got line over there, huh?
Yeah, I'm safe here, and the tour guide and the resident here all is very helpful to help us to arrange the food and the accommodation. Yeah, so to friends who are affected by the flood in Malaysia, so we hope that everyone stays safe and hope that the rain stop and hope that everything is getting better. So tonight, me and Hans will with you all on FB Live too. So today our topic is how to prolong the lifespan or harvesting period of your plants. We always spend our effort on times to our plants and looking for fruitful harvest. If we taking care of the plants in good way, it will prolong their lifespan for the plants which have continuous harvest. So welcome to click on the share button and share our online shop to all gardening lover. So before start, I will have a quick introduction about Baba and Hans. Baba is a gardening accessory manufacturer from Malaysia. We continuously deliver quality, creative, and eco-friendly gardening products to farmers and gardeners. We focus on developing eco-friendly products and promote organic farming. Planting in organic way is important to conserve our environment. We always share organic farming method with farmers and provide trainings to encourage farmers reduce the usage of toxic chemicals. By this, it is good to farmer and also reduce the agrochemical pollution. For home gardener, by using natural way to protect our gardens is important because garden is one of the location where we relax our mind and enjoy family times. Through our sharing, we hope to make urban farming and gardening easier for everyone. So hi, for fans who just joined online, tonight Hans will share about how to prolong the lifespan on or harvesting period of your life of your plants. For plants with continuous harvest, if we taking care in the correct way, it will prolong the harvest periods, such as brinjal, chili, cucumber, and more. Before we start, remember to follow us and share our life to friends, to kaki who like gardening. After hand sharing, we will have a Q&A section. You may write down your question in comment anytime. I will read out to Hans during Q&A section. Tonight, we will have Hans as our speaker. He graduated from Iowa State University of US with Bachelor Honor Degree of Agriculture and Biosystem Engineering. He has more than 2 years management experience in 2,000-acre farm in US. He also been trained as organic farmer in Shixing Organic Farm in Taiwan. He been visiting to Malaysia farm and conduct research on organic farming in the past 7 years. He continuously provide assistance and consultation to local farmers who would like to convert to organic farming. He is familiar with organic or non-pesticide farming practice. So now, before I welcome Hans Leong, remember to click on the share button, share out our FB Live tonight. Let's welcome Hans Leong.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Okay, hopefully the flood happened recently doesn't affect you. I decided to come up with this topic today because I realized that there are a lot of climate change happened recently. Like for example, the tornadoes happen in United States that washes away or diminish a town within a night, and then a lot of floods happen around. Like I just can't imagine that it happened just right in a jazz area, okay, and then a lot of our colleagues and jazz they are staying in the rest area, okay. So as we know that our plants are more subjected to to more and more climate change. Okay, so same as us. So as we and the plants and us are subjected to more climate change, then we will need to encounter stress, okay, from this climate change. And then this will also affect the lifespan of the harvesting period or the harvesting period of the plant also. So if these happen more frequently, not only flooding, not only tornado, but more, but hotter weather, wetter environments, then our plants will tend to age or die easily as well. No matter the vegetables, no matter the ornamental plants. Okay, so how to prolong the lifespan of the plant? Okay, how to extend the lifespan theoretically? Okay, we need to make it young, okay, or even make it younger. And there are a lot of action, okay, to make we as a human ourselves younger. Like for example, uh, we have a lot of skincare products, health products that we drink or we apply to our skin. And you know that the skin products now can be anti-gravity also, it just like leave outwards, okay, your skin won't go downwards, okay, anti-gravity. Okay, but most importantly, we will need to learn from the whole lifetime is that how can we withstand the stress, okay, very well in our life. So if we can do this very well, okay, then we will young mentally and physically as well. Same for the plants, okay. So we encounter stress, obstacles, frustrations from time to time, okay. And the plants will also have stress, okay, especially during the period of climate change, global warming right now, okay. For example, okay, like the weather is too hot, then the leaves will look like wilted or dehydrated quite some of the time. And then the leaf will become wrinkled due to dehydration, okay. Then if the leaf is too hot, okay, then sorry, if the weather is too hot, okay, extreme hot weather, then the leaf will get sunburned, okay. And then during rainy season, okay, the rain flooded the crops, the plants. Just now I see in the comment, our friends say that his plant just get flooded and washed away by the flood. Okay, I understand your feeling. Okay, and the roots,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. And Hans,
Yes. Yes.
Hans.
Yes.
At the same time, I think the you have to adjust your headset
Right.
because there's a little bit sound from your
Oh,
noise from your
okay.
headset. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I try to do my best. Okay, everyone. Okay, just okay. Can hear me? Okay. All right.
yeah. Like
So
this
just
is
now.
okay. Yeah, like this
Okay.
is okay.
All right. So our friends say that, oh, the plants just get washed away. Okay. Now, okay, I understand your frustration. And then even don't wash away, but the pots, your farm, your garden just like get flooded by the rain. The roots get soaked by the water and get rotten. Okay. And then if too much water, then the leaves will eventually become rotten as well. Okay. Then if there is strong wind, then the crops, the plants will get bent. Okay. The weak stems will get bent. And then some of the pests, okay, will be sorry, then you will see there are bites by insect pests. These are a kind of stress as well. And some of the pests will be able to transmit virus to the plants. Okay, the plants will need to produce their own antibody to protect against virus. Okay, but if the plant is too weak, the virus will get transmitted throughout the plant and also to the next plant. Okay, uh, then the insect packs also encouraged by the weather. So if the weather is too hot, okay, hotter and hotter, there tend to be more pests, more insect pests in your garden as well. Okay, or more bites by the fruit eater. Okay, so if the plant cannot recover at faster rate, the injured part will slowly become rotten, and eventually the whole fruit, okay, cannot be eaten anymore. So the cases I mentioned above are just few of the examples of the plant stress only. And do you know that the plant in stress can also scream, okay? So, according to the BioRix, okay, journal article by Tel Aviv and University, it can scream at 20 to 100 kilohertz sound, okay, but we just couldn't hear this kind of scream, okay. According to research, okay, tomato, as you can see from the graph over here, the tomato plant in dry condition will shout for 35 times per hour, okay? But the tobacco in dry condition will scream for 11 times per hour, okay? But however, the researcher just purposely cut the stem of the tomato. Then the tomato plant will scream for 25 times, but the tomato plant will scream for 50 times, okay, when get cut, okay? So compared to the normal plant won't scream or shout for not more than one time, okay, per hour. Another discovery is that the tobacco in dry condition, okay, will scream louder than the tobacco in getting cut. Okay, so currently there are a lot of ongoing research going on that identify the frequency of the voices shouted by plants, and hopefully to diagnose the stress encountered by these plants, so that we can be able to give a solution, to give remedies right away. So in this topic, okay, how to prolong the lifespan of your plant, okay, as we mentioned just now, the stress will happen to all types of the plants, okay. So the key to prolong the lifespan of your plant will be how to improve the plant's self-defense or immunity against the stress, okay. So today our learning objective, we hopefully we can learn all this together, okay, uh, about improving the plant anti-stress ability. So we can learn how to improve the plant's self-defense system. Okay, we can learn to improve the yields and plants quality, and increase the lifespan of the plants, and how to make the plants to recover at faster rate if get injured by the pest or natural disaster. Okay. So before we go to the list of the solution, let us understand the type of stress encountered by the plant. Okay, so basically, the stress can be categorized into two types. Okay, the first one is what they call the abiotic stress or non-biological stress, and the second stress is the biotic stress or biological stress. Okay, so let's go to the first abiotic stress. Okay, so for the abiotic stress, it means that the factor or the environment not related to the living things that cause the negative effects towards the plant growth. Okay, so what kind of the non-living things factor that could cause these effects? For example, the climatic change. Okay, so we can witness that now the sunlight is getting stronger, the temperature is increased, now it's getting hotter, and more drought occur internationally. Now got flood, got tornado, typhoon, and serious long weather. So you can just imagine, like in United States right now, in this weather, it got a lot of tornadoes going on, but usually it's impossible because right now the weather is cold. The tornado only happen during the hot weather. So right now the climate change we just could not witness anymore, and the climate change, it seems like become a new norm worldwide. Okay, we can see more floods going on, more strong winds going on, more forest fires going on. So of course, every one of us can do something more eco to mitigate this. Okay, and The factor, and also the factor related to soil and water quality. For example, the soil become more salty and now more acid rain, and the soil nutrient become imbalanced, the soil flooding, the changes of soil pH. So all these are abiotic factors uh, that cause the negative effects on the plant growth. Okay, so for example, of the abiotic factors, we can see if the weather is too hot, then the leaves will get sunburned like this. Okay, so, and also the leaves will get wrinkled, okay, and then due to dehydration, okay, like this. And then also, if the weather is too wet, okay, due to hypotonic environment, means that surrounding got a lot of water, then the root will lack of oxygen and tend to get rotten very easily, okay. And also the waterlogging and then cause the roots become rotten, okay. And then also the leaves become rotten due to too much water absorbed, okay. So how these black, as you can see from the picture here, how these black spot happen, okay. So these black spot happen because if you look under microscope, when it absorbs too much water due to hypotonic, means hypotonic condition means that surrounding got too much water, and in turn the cell cannot withstand the water pressure inside and will become burst. Okay, so you can see it just like burst like that. Okay, burst cell. So that's why from the black region over here, okay, it happened due to the cell burst. Okay, and during these two kind of weathers, like the cloudy day, the rainy day, okay, these two kind of weathers, we will notice that the plants will grow slower because the nutrient absorption rate is becoming lesser. So one of the factor that right now in Malaysia, the price of the vegetables is getting higher is because of the rainy weather, the cloudy weather too, that cause lower harvest, lower yield in the region. Okay, and also if rain too much, okay, one of the nutrients which is potassium, it will just tend to wash out very easily, and it will cause the yellowing of the leaf like this. Okay, yellowing from the edge of the leaves over here. So all the examples mentioned above are abiotic and non-biological stress. So what about the biotic stress, the biological stress? Okay, so the biotic stress, we can define it as the factor or the environments related to living things that cause the negative effects towards the plant growth. Okay, what could be the factor? For example, the insect pest. Okay, so when the plants get bite, okay, by the pest, okay, will the plants tend to get will the plants try to recover? Yes, the plant will try to recover themselves, but it depends on how healthy is the plant, how quick the plants can initiate the recovery process. And same to the disease infestation. Okay, so you can see here the disease could happen on leaves, on stems, on roots, on fruits, on flowers. All of them are stressed. Okay, so the plants will try to get recover as well. And also the competition with wheat. So in terms of space, in terms of sunlight, so these could be the stress as well. So when facing the stress mentioned above, the plant will tend to activate the self-defense system. For example, okay, as you can look from the picture over here, when the weather is normal, when the sun is okay, it's not that too hot, okay, the plant will open stomata, which is the breathing pores at the back of the leaves. Okay, we open stomata at the back of the leaves to release more water vapor inside, and due to the release of water vapor, it will create a suction force to absorb more water, more nutrients from the soil. Okay. At the same time, the open stomata will also allow gas exchange to absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen to carry out photosynthesis. Okay, but what if the weather is too hot and lack of water? Okay, so the plants will actually release a kind of hormone, what they call ABA. So these ABA will actually signal the plants to close the stomata. Okay, so if the stomata get closed, so it will help to reduce the water from being released into the air so that it can still retain the water contained inside the plants. Okay, but at the same time, it will also reduce the nutrient uptake and also reduce the carbon dioxide absorbed and reduce the photosynthesis rate. Okay, so so eventually the plant will become weaker and weaker, weaker and weaker. And how long the plants can last like this, it depends on how healthy is the plant. So the more healthy the plants, the plants can withstand this kind of stress longer time. So as we can see from the picture over here, from the left-hand side, this is the under microscope. This is the open stomata under normal condition. But under stress condition, the stomata tend to get closed like this. Okay. And another example of the plants to protect themselves is that they will grow some very specialized structure to increase the resistance against the stress. For example, like this one, trichome. Okay, so trichome is actually a kind of thorny fur grow on the plants. So do you know what kind of plants that grows thorny fur on the plant or on the fruits? Okay, so if you know such kind of plant like this, welcome to comment under welcome to write some of the plants that you see got thorny fur on the fruits or on the leaves. Okay, you write on the comment there. Okay, so this kind of thorny fur will actually reduce the pests from eating the plant. Excuse me, from eating the plant. Okay, like this. Okay, something like this. Okay, this is a kind of thorny fur. Okay, so when we touch it, we just don't like to touch it because it will just like make our hand so spooky. Okay, and also there are some kind of fruit flesh that contains the tiny needles. Okay, these tiny needles is what we call the raphids. Okay, so like for example the pineapple. So when we eat the pineapple flesh, okay, and after eating for some time, we will feel that our tongue is like being poked by something. Okay, being poked by a tiny lead and needles. Okay, so this one is what we call the raphids. So this rapid structure will actually reduce the favor of the pests to eat the flesh. Okay. So what other fruits that contain these tiny needles? Okay, please welcome to comment to share with us as well. Okay, and also the plants will release the alkaloid. Okay, so this alkaloid is a kind of natural pest repellent or disease prevention substance that released by plants. Like for example, do you know like the coffee plant? Okay, they have the coffee bean inside there is caffeine. Okay, so this caffeine will actually help to reduce the pests from eating the plant. Okay, as same as other plants, like you know the lemongrass inside got what they call again the lemongrass inside got plant alkaloid as well, and many type of plants. So this one will also reduce the favor of the plants to reduce the favor of the pests to stop on the plants and also the big animals. And the plants will also activate the plant cell to coat and become thicker when they face danger. And this substance is what they call the lignin. Okay, so the lignin is actually the substance that make the cell more woody. Okay, and also the plants will also release more waxy cuticle to make the leaves thicker and more slippery. So whenever you see the plants got wax on top of the leaves, these pests will have difficult time to stop on the plant and also have difficult time to bite on the plant. Okay, so this is how the plants to protect themselves. And some of the plants, okay, they will initiate what they call the regional self-destruct, means that the affected cell will commit suicide, okay, to avoid spreading to other area. Like for example, the cells get bitten by the insect, which carry virus, okay. So this cell, okay, will actually commit suicide by either dehydrating themselves, the region, or reducing the nutrients transmitted to the region, okay. So this area, the cell will get died, okay, and this will also stop the transmission of the disease or the virus to the other area. And the plants will also release the alkaloid smell, okay, to signal other plants as danger, okay. So whenever got plants, whenever got big animals, got pests in the region, okay, they will release to other plants and then to protect themselves, okay, something like this. So these alkaloid smell actually they will create the what they call the affiliate system and then to attract the beneficial creatures. First thing, these plants will actually release the repellent substance to reduce the favors of insect pests. And second thing, it will release the attracted substance to attract beneficial insects, okay, such as parasitoid wasps or ladybugs, okay, and then to stay on their plants. And the third thing is that it will stimulate the plants to produce more pollens, okay, because these pollens will become the food source for beneficial insects. And actually, when they do research, when the plants get injured, okay, the plant will be able to recover themselves if the environment is correct, if the plant is healthy enough. So for example, like this, if they cut a small cut on the top of the root, okay, so it will recover themselves, okay, the tissue will get repaired, and then eventually when they cut down the leaf over here, the leaf will grow some a new shoots, okay, and then when they cut down the middle roots, the roots will come out a new shooting, okay, something like that. So actually the plants will have the ability, okay, to recover themselves or eventually grow into new plants. So we can see here, there are so many defense mechanisms that can be performed by the plants, okay? However, to activate the self-defense system of the plants, it will require a lot of different substance. The plants need to have great need of protein, enzyme, and hormone, okay, to activate the plant, okay, defense system. And then this is the process to make different kind of proteins, enzyme, and hormones. So usually we will throw the fertilizer, okay, on the soil, so the plants will absorb the nutrient from soil or from fertilizer, okay. So when after they absorb, they will convert the nutrient into amino acid. So these amino acid will become the blocks to form proteins, to form different kind of enzyme and hormone, and some of the nutrient absorbed will directly converted into hormones. So these three substances will actually be required to activate the plant immunity system. Okay. So you may see here like the proteins, the enzyme, the hormone, the amino acid, especially the amino acid and hormone is something like Lego to the plants. Okay. So what kind of stress encounter to the plant and what kind of anti-stress system it need to be initiated, it need to be constructed with different kind of Legos, different kind of amino acid, different kind of hormone. Okay, so therefore, to make the plants recover faster, the plants should have a lot of available Legos, okay? Or the plants should construct the Lego at very faster rate, okay? So to initiate the self-defense system of the plants, okay? But the usage of the chemical pesticide will actually close down the plant's defense system. Why? Because these pesticides will actually help the plants solve at least half of the problems. So the plants will get over dependent, okay, to the pesticide. So when this happens, the plants will tend to have little or lesser resistance towards the climate change, towards various kinds of stress that we cannot imagine in the future. Okay, so we understand the process of build up the hormone, build up the enzyme to activate the plant immunity system is something like this. Okay, but if we only put the solid fertilizer to activate the recovery system, okay, this process is too slow. Okay, because when we put the fertilizer, the solid fertilizer on soil, it needs to be converted to every Lego uh, needed first. Okay, it will be too slow. So until here, we do a small revision first. All the plants will face the external stress, like abiotic stress not related to the living things and the biotic stress related to living things. The plants will activate the self-defense system to cope with external stress. It will need a lot of protein, enzyme, and hormone for activation. And if we spray too much chemical pesticide, it will actually close down the plant's self-defense system because the plants will tend to get over-dependent on the chemical pesticide. So that's why that's important to increase the readily available amino acid and hormone content inside the plants. Like just now I say the Lego, it needs to get ready inside the plants to improve the plant's immunity system. So that's why today we would like to share with you about the innovative form of foliar fertilizer, which what we call the amino acid. Okay, right now is currently available in the market, and also the seaweed extract. Okay, so the amino acid is actually the breakdown of the protein substance. Like, hello,
Hi,
yes,
Hans. Yeah, before we move into the fertilizer, over
yes,
here we would like the audience would like to check that because today we are talking about how to prolong the lifespan of the plants. So
yep.
how does the defense system, how does to improve by improving the defense system help to prolong the lifespan of
This
the
is a
plants?
this is a good question. So, okay, eventually, one of the reason that the lifespan of the plants get reduced is because due to the stress they encounter. So it could be due to the climatic, due to the hotter environment, due to the wetter environment. Okay, that cause the plants to die or to reduce the lifespan quite easily. Okay, so that's why if we make the plant okay to be able to activate themselves, okay, to do the work themselves, don't rely on us, okay, to do the work themselves, that so that they can encounter various stress very pretty easily, then okay they will extend their lifespan. Okay, they will have more harvest. Okay, they will have longer life. Okay, this is a point I would like to share with you guys today. Okay.
Okay, thanks, Hans.
All right. So, okay. So what we can do is we can actually, just now we say about the foliar fertilizer. So this foliar fertilizer means that we can spray something that on the leaves and it absorbs through the leaves, okay, to make the plants younger, to make the plants to have more Lego, okay. So these amino acid is actually the breakdown of the protein substance, like beans, okay, like leafy plants, like animal material. And it could be broken down by chemical process. It could be broken down by natural process. But eventually, the amino acid will be absorbed by the plants to increase the plant's recovery rate and resistance towards the stress. Okay, so just now I say that this amino acid is something like a Lego. Okay, so we can, if we can provide just Lego, okay, no need to do the conversion from the fertilizer. We can just provide Lego to the plant, and the plant can just directly use the Lego to construct the immunity system, okay, to encounter the stress at faster rate. Then this will be good. And this seaweed extract usually is made from the seaweed, okay, broken down by chemical process or a nature process to become the seaweed extract. And when get absorbed by plants, it will provide the natural hormones towards the plant. So just now I say that this hormone is also another type of Lego required by the plant. Okay. So, Mr. Ganni, okay, we hope that we make several innovations on these two type of materials. So that's why we have this kind of pro series. Okay, these will actually improve the plant resistance to the stress. Okay, so you could choose like something like Pro Series amino acid or Pro Series CV extract. So these Pro Series amino acid or vitamin, this is the name, is the plant protein, non-GMO, broken down by great fermentation technology to produce a lot of micro amino acids. So this micro is really, really micro. It's really, really small. Okay. So when you spray on the plant, it will absorb mostly by the plant at faster rate. So as we do the analysis over here, it contains more than almost more than 80 types, 18 types of essential amino acids, 18 Legos required by the plant. Okay. And also for this Pro Series CV extract, okay, Algino K plus, the is made from the Norwegian CV, okay, and broken down by the great fermentation technology to become the micro CV extract. Okay, so you can see it become very, very micro, broken down by this kind of technology, which it will help to produce a lot of plant hormone required by the plants, like the vitamins, the alginic acids, the cytokinin, the auxin, the ABC acid, okay, and so on. Okay, so these will actually become another kind of Lego required by the plant. Okay, so this is how the facility of the great fermentation technology look like. Okay, and since because it's broken down by the plant, it's broken down into microparticles like the amino acids and the CV extract. Okay, so it can be absorbed by most part of the leaves, no matter the leaves, the stems, the roots, the fruits. Okay, so you can spray on any parts of the plant and then to do so. So when you spray on the parts of the plant and then you will just direct provide the available Lego to the plant. Okay, so they can activate the self-defense system faster. Okay, at faster rate. Okay? So the amino acids will also provide extra function. Okay, for example, it could become the quick supplement of the nitrogen for the plant. So it has more than 30% of available nitrogen, which can be absorbed directly by the plant. Okay, so how can we identify the plant's is lack of nitrogen? So when we see the plant, you see from the old leaves. If the old leaves to have uniform yellowing like this, okay, so this is like mild symptom of lack of nitrogen. This one is serious symptom. So you have, if the plants have uniform yellowing on the old leaves, that it means that the plant lack of nitrogen. So we can spray on the plant, it can quickly supplement the nitrogen to the plant. Okay, then when it get absorbed, it can extend the lifespan of the plant. Then it also helps to promote the self-growth, to promote the improve the harvest on cloudy day. It has more than 85% of micro amino acids and more than 90% of absorption rate. So this will actually help in quicker self-growth and also improve the harvest on cloudy day. So as I mentioned just now, like during the cloudy day or during the rainy day, the plants will tend to absorb the nutrients slower, especially through the roots. Okay, that's why if we spray through the leaf will absorb faster. Then they can convert the nitrogen into leaf growth nutrient at faster rate as well. And the third uh, advantage is that it can help to improve the plant's immunity, quickening the recovery rate. So no matter we are trimming the plants, we have the inside, we have the bites by the insect, or the bites will actually transmit the virus. So these actually will when we provide the available Lego to the plants will initiate the antibody faster, initiate the self-defense system faster, okay, to stop the virus, to stop the disease from being transmitted inside the plants. And also, it also mitigate or recover the burn injury. So sometimes we spray something, okay, or we apply too much fertilizer, or we apply the pesticide wrongly, that it creates it creates a burn on the plant. So we can spray something like this, the amino acid, and then to induce the recovery. Okay, so you can either mix with your foliar fertilizer or pesticide, or if this already happened, you can spray afterwards to induce a recovery as well. So for the Pro Series seaweed extract, okay, it has extra function. For example, like the quick supplement of potassium, like this. It has the 50% of available potassium. Okay, we spray on plant. And how can we identify the plant is lack of uh, potassium? So you look from the old leaf as well. So if you see the yellowing, the symptom of yellowing is starting from the edge of the leaf on the old leaf. Okay, it means that the plant lack of potassium. Okay, you can see something like this. Okay, starting from the edge of the leaf, it means that the plant is lack of potassium. Then these will also increase the fruit fullness and sweetness. Okay, and then also it can make the cell harder and more woody to improve the protection against the pest and disease. So just now we say about lignin, right? So this lignin and waxy cuticle is actually derived from potassium content, potassium required by the plant. Okay. So if we have these two substances, like how can we use it? Okay, we can use it pretty easily. Okay, we have amino acid, we have CV extract. We can either take turn. Okay, means that with this time I spray the amino acid first. Next week I spray the CV extract, or we can actually mix both of them together and spray on the plant. Okay, so each of them you can just add 12.5 to 25 gram of them with 20 liter of water, and you spray every 7 days to 14 days. Okay, so each the bag like this is like 1 kilo packing. It can mix up to 1,600 liter of water, so which is really, really concentrated. Okay, but I know there are some friends, the area is not that big, okay, or very small, and but they have plants which really need to have intensive care. So actually you can have this kind of ready to use version which both or other combine both, just now I said amino acid and CV extract, and also other organic certified strengthener to become like this. This is what we call the 360 plant energizer. It will act as the strengthen and recovery agent for your plant. So as we mentioned just now, because inside the particles, they are so micro, and then whenever we spray any parts of the plant, like the leaves, the body, and the roots, it can just direct absorb pretty easily and induce the recovery and also induce their self-defense system to prolong the lifespan of the plant. So whenever you get these, or whenever you get diluted version of the foliar fertilizer in the market, you can spray once every 1 to 2 weeks, and you can spray after trimming, because after we trim the plant, okay, the plants will tend to get disease very easily because there is injury. Okay. And also, whenever you think that the plants look unhealthy, for example, you see there are some yellowing parts of the leaves. Okay, so you can trim that part and you spray on the plants as well. Okay. So conclusion is that through spraying the foliar fertilizer containing amino acid and natural plant hormone, you actually provide the available Lego to the plant, and then to construct different kind of anti-stress mechanism. Okay, it can help to quicken and improve the plant's immunity. It can help to improve harvest and quality and lengthen the plant's lifespan. Okay, any plants, it could be vegetables, it could be ornamental plants, it could be any plants. And these amino acid and the CV extract really work quite well. Okay, so if you're really interested and where you can get it, you can get it from the major garden center, or you can get it from the online platform as well. All right. So before we end my part of sharing, we would like to share with you that we share quite lots of the educational info on Baba Garden International Facebook. Okay, so it has a lot of research on why and what is the importance of using or supporting the organic method. Okay, so if you see this, and then please share and like, okay, share with your friends to spread this message to every friends around. All right, thanks for today. Now I pass the section to Jess, our host.
Okay, thanks, Hans. So there's one thing that I would like to clarify with Hans. Is it that to prolong the lifespan, the first is we need to understand about the immune system or the defensive system of the plants, and then by putting on the booster or the nutrients that you mentioned just now to
Mm-hmm.
improve the
Mm-hmm.
to prolong the lifespan.
Okay, so just now what I shared just now is that uh, I we share with you about some of the plants. They have their own self defense system. Okay, but we don't know what kind of defense system they can initiate. Okay, like for example, we know that inside the pineapple. Okay, inside pineapple they have the thorny structure, the raphis, the small needles inside. Okay, but for more like ornamental plants, they also have their own. They also have their own defense system, but probably it's not visible by the eyes because they could release a smell or they can release some chemicals to repel the pest. Okay, so we just don't know what it is. Okay, so to do so, okay, we just need to make sure that whenever we want them to initiate the self-defense system, we can let them to have more available Legos inside their plants to do so. Okay, so whenever they have more Legos inside the plant, okay, they can construct their own defense system, and they can encounter more stress, and they can prolong the lifespan. This is how they do. Okay.
Okay, so for the 360 plant energizer, is it safe to use for the edible gardens?
Oh yes, definitely. Because these all are natural ingredients. So after you spray, within 1 to 2 seconds, you pluck it and eat it. Also can no problem at all. Okay.
Okay, so there is some friends that mentioned that when they spray some organic solution that from Baba, they could find that sometimes the leaf start to drops or the
Mm-hmm.
leaf become one is the leaf become drops. So is there any reason that cause uh
Okay. Okay, please PM us on the picture because sometimes it happen like this. So whenever we spray some solution, okay, like the recovery solution to the plants, okay, so some plants will tend to drop some weaker leaves at first, okay, then it will induce to grow the newer leaves, because with doing like by doing like this, the plants will allocate more nutrients, available nutrients to the new leaves, which make the plants healthier. This could be the one way, and the second reason could be if we spray at night, okay, at night, uh, and then sometimes the plants will get sensitive towards the towards this kind of solution at night, because at night this solution will not vaporize very easily. Okay, so that's why could this probably some sensitive plants that cannot subjected to this solution at night. Okay, so please send us the picture, and then we can diagnose, okay, what could be the reason, and we can let you know pretty easily. But most of the time it should have no problem if you spray during the day and most of the plants. Okay. Hello, Jess.
okay,
Yeah, please unmute.
so if you have any question regarding the info that shared by Hans just now, you can send your question at the comment area. Then Hans will reply you on Facebook Live. And then beside that, so for the plant for the 360 plant energizer, is it can absolutely be replaced for the Pro series, or actually that is two different things.
Oh, actually, actually is you can treat as the diluted version of the Pro series, because we understand that some of the consumers, they don't they cannot they won't use such a large amount. Okay, 1,600 liter of water of dilution, they won't use that much. Okay, so that's why if you only have small area and you just need to have a regular maintenance and to prolong the lifespan of your decorative plants, ornamental plants, or your veggie, then 360 will be the diluted version of that. Okay.
So it is more easier and more convenient for the home gardeners.
Yes, as you see, as Nick Oy really good give a good clarification. Got new leaves start to grow out after the drop the old leaves. Yeah, this is a very good clarification. Okay.
Okay, and then in what condition after use any organic solution, it will cause the leaf burn?
Oh, it depends. Okay, it depends. No matter the organic solution or no matter the what the chemical fertilizer chemical foliar solution or the pesticide solution. Okay, if it causes the leaf burn, okay, it means that probably the concentration is too much that the plants cannot absorb this nutrient very well. Okay, so we need to every time we need to make sure that the what is the dilution rate, okay, and how we mix the solution correctly, and what is the correct time to spray the solution. So usually we spray the solution during the day, avoid the night time, and also avoid the hot afternoon time. Okay, so between like 8 o'clock to 11 a.m. in the morning, or after 2 o'clock, okay, to 5 o'clock will be fine. Okay, so if you're really not unsure that, okay, what how much it needs to be mixed, okay, no matter this product or other products, you can let us know. Okay, we can give you a right recommendation on that. Okay.
Yeah, so here, from the sharing of hands, this is some simple tips regarding on what should we be what should we have to be careful when we apply the organic
Mm,
solution during
yeah.
our gardening. So if you have any question or any doubts when you notice on your plants, so anytime you could post take two picture, take picture of your plants and then
Mm-hmm.
send and PM us so that we could diagnose clearly about and then give you a better solution or suggestion regarding the plant's condition. So yeah, this is one of the example. So you take a very close picture on the symptom or the pest that you notice, and then the another picture is you have to take from far. So we could see the overall condition of the plants, so that we could send to Hans and then let Hans to have a better diagnose and provide you a better recommendation. So this is the sharing session for tonight.